8 seconds. Man, that logo gives me so much joy. Welcome to Cocktails with LA. I'm here with the wonderful Kinte Fergerson from Indy Radio, who set this all up. I'm so happy to be a part of this second annual Indy Radio 24-hour podcast for my 2-hour slot. And I had to reach into the depths of Africa to get this cocktail. This is, you should just introduce yourself, Mr. Liberia. Tell us who you are and where you come from and what you do.
I am Mr. Cameroon. I'm not Mr. Liberia.
You're Mr. Cameroon, but you live in Liberia?
Yeah. I'm a Cameroonian citizen residing in Liberia.
Welcome to Cocktails with LA. I'm here with the...
I teach at the University, Continental University.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for agreeing to be a part of this podcast. It's amazing. Kinte, don't you think it's amazing how the internet can just bring people together? You're in Los Angeles, I'm in Toronto, Canada, and Kashmir is in Liberia, even though he's from Cameroon. I won't forget that. That's amazing. I'm so excited to be a part of this 2-hour conversation. Kashmir has agreed to be pretty much intellectually raped by me.
Oh, wow.
And he says that anything is on the table. I can ask him anything. And we've had conversations before. Do you want to talk a little bit about how we know each other?
Yeah, I got to know LA on the Twitter. We are Twitter friends.
Twitter.
For a year now, I think.
Yeah, you've been following me for a year on Twitter. And you always had something to say about something I've posted. You've seen my journey. You've seen the development of Cocktails with LA. But what was it about the content that was intriguing you?
For today's program or for...
well, it's in general, Cocktails with LA in general, because, it's about the adventures of the recovering sex addict, which is me. I'm a self-proclaimed sex addict in recovery.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, your honesty. Okay, the sense of honesty that I saw in you and the way you were feeling free, conversing with other people, okay?
Right.
Huh? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And do you also feel free, or is it something that's kind of taboo to talk about in Africa, and specifically in Liberia? Are people free when it comes to their sexual talking? Do they say the things that are on their mind?
They are not that free. The other day you were talking about lesbianism. We do have some lesbians here.
Of course you do. They're everywhere.
But it's not openly. It's not openly expressed. Okay, those who are lesbian at our university here, there are some students who are lesbian. Okay, but they are just hiding. I mean, it's not openly. Even though I find a little bit at it. Okay, I'm not gay. I people freedom and yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting show. It was my episode 2. I've only had 3 episodes. We just started on January 1st. Feel free to subscribe to YouTube, anybody watching. But that episode, I was at the Everything to Do with Sex show, and these 3 women were just so lively and bubbly and so interested in having these kind of conversations, and they completely indulged me, and I got way more than I bargained for. I think everybody knows a lot more about cunnilingus now than they ever have in their life. Yeah. And then you expressed how much you enjoy, quote unquote, eating, or no, you said sucking pussy. Now I know it's Sunday morning and this is a little bit taboo, but that fits, because I used to do a show called The Elephant Room, and I like to talk about things that people aren't talking about, because people can't tell me that there are not people eating pussy on Sunday morning. And so let's start with that. Let's start with your love of the vagina and what you like to do to please women. What do you got? You told me that you love, when you saw that these women were talking, you were expressing how much you love sucking pussy. So where did this develop? When do you remember the first time you did that? Can you tell me that cocktail?
I can't actually recall to buy the first time. I can't recall to buy. But it's part of me, it's part of my sexual experiences, but I can't recall to mind the first time really experience sucking pussy, but I do like sucking pussy. And you know what also encouraged me? I was on Twitter, and someone tweeted something concerning sucking. Okay, they call it punani. Punani.
Yes, yeah, they do.
Punani, that's sex. And then,
Wow.
and
You
then,
know about punani. That's amazing.
Punani. I say, oh, what is punani? You know that Twitter asked, what is punani? Oh, well, I felt a little bit surprised. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I had to explain to say, okay, punani, that is the pussy. Okay, when they say punani, okay. So later on, we track the conversation. We talk about if someone asked me what I was thinking about sucking pussy. And later on, you see, as the conversation was going on, I did some research, and I found out that there are some
research on eating punani.
Eating punani, because someone talked about that bacteria. There were some bacteria. If the woman vagina is not there, some bacteria, and then you can easily get infected. And then I went to the internet, I logged on, and then fortunately, I read something saying that there are some, I think, healthy bacteria. I've forgotten the name of the.
I think you said a probiotic.
Yeah, probiotic. Yeah, thank you for calling about it.
Do you see how much women give? We give you healthy probiotics if you go down on us. That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, like yogurt. I think there was a similarity. They were likening it to yogurt. That yogurt, there are some probiotic in the yogurt. When we drink, we take some yogurt. Okay? Mm-hmm. The same thing, the same probiotic are in the woman vagina. So I say, oh.
So now you know that you're going to get something from it just as much as she is. Or would you say that you are very...
For you, she having a woman open, her legs open, and then to you sucking it. I get a lot of pleasure. It's also, I mean, at the same time that you are giving pleasure to the woman, at the same time you are getting some pleasure. So it's a little bit exciting for me.
So the pleasure, just like the women on my show, the one girl talked about she liked to hear her woman moaning. She liked to see when she was coming because that was giving her pleasure. Would that be similar for you? Describe what it's like when you're down there. What are you thinking about?
What I'm thinking about.
I know that's a strange question, but these are things that I always wanted to know. Like when the guy's down there, what is actually going through his mind?
I'll be just enjoying myself.
Do you ever second guess?
At the same time, I'm feeling the responsibility of giving pleasure, when you're having sex, okay, there's a sort of responsibility to say, okay, I need to make sure that, okay, my partner at the end of the day, she's feeling satisfied, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I will think of that first, not me.
So you're very selfless.
I'm
you're
not
a giver.
Yeah, I'm more. I'm a giver.
You're a giver.
Yeah, I do at the same, but I'm more. I give. I like giving.
Yeah, I appreciate men like you who are givers. I think they're very selfless. That's wonderful. But
Especially that is the reason why most of the time when I'm having sex and I will make sure that first of all my partner come on.
But don't you have a desire to also be pleased? Is it standard that if she goes down, if you go down on her, does that mean she has to go down on you? I mean, you might hope so, but does she have to?
When she's most of the times, she's down, okay, and then I'm on top, okay. But
okay.
I'd like it. Yeah, once she's on top.
Wait. She's on top of you while you're going down on her. That sounds funny. So is she sitting on your face?
It can be the other right. But I do like it.
You like for her to sit on your face because, okay, this is really important actually. So you can help me here. Yeah. I would feel very strange to sit on a man's face. Although I hear that people do it all the time, I would be afraid of suffocating him. I would just.
The breathing. You find it difficult breathing, okay? Because
you do?
No, I'm saying you find it difficult breathing.
You will.
It's not. I'm saying it's not a comfortable position. Yeah, a woman sitting on top of your face.
You've done this though.
No. Yeah, it's happened. I experienced it 1 or 2 times. So, but I will not. Yeah, it's not a comfortable position.
Tell me the times that you did this, and when you couldn't breathe. What happened? What did you do?
No, but I will let my partner know that I'm not breathing. I think that I'm not feeling comfortable.
Were you slapping her, saying?
No. I won't be slapping. No, I won't be slapping. I will just make sure that position, okay. The bottom in such a way that I'm able to free, that my nose is free. Okay.
So are you the kind of person who...
Yeah, if she's on top of me, it will be difficult for a man to be breathing. She's on top of you, but when you're on top of her, it's easier for you for breathing.
Right, exactly. So you prefer it for you to be on top of her, not for her to sit on your face.
Yeah, I prefer to be on top of her. I mean, she's
with her legs wide open waiting for you.
Yeah. Okay, that one is better.
Okay. Can you tell me the story? One of the times where you had this experience? Tell me, walk me through it. Where were you? Who was she? Not her name or anything like that, but where did you come to meet this woman?
Yeah, I've had different relationship. And I told you earlier about an experience I had with a white Canadian. Okay.
Yes, we're going to get into this because, black women can sometimes feel a certain way about black men being with white women in this part of the world. Is it not taboo there? Come on, talk the truth.
No, yeah, but people, it's not going to be freely expressed. Okay, it's a little bit taboo. Okay, when I say it's a little bit taboo, yeah, it's not everybody. You don't know who does what. Okay, people are not free to be expressing their sexuality. Okay, it's a little bit, yeah.
Okay, tell me, did she sit on your face, the white Canadian? You may not want to say.
She never. We different position, but not that one.
Okay.
And,
tell me how you met her.
We met that year in Liberia, and she had just arrived. She had just arrived in Liberia.
What was she doing there?
Journalist trainer. She's a journalist. So she has come to train some journalists, some Liberian younger journalists. I mean, those who have not had any experience in training other in journalism. She's a journalist.
Okay.
So and we met that year in Banga. Banga is the second most important, the chieftain of the second most important city in Liberia. And I was sitting in we call it the pastoral center. It's something like a guest house. That's what she was going to spend the 1 year, because initially she she came to Liberia for a 1 year experience with them. Okay, and I was living not far from there. She asked me, and then we met. Okay, by the time she was walking to the desk to make the arrangement to secure a place around our home, I was sitting there doing some work on my computer, and then we say hi, we exchange some greeting. And I remember the first question she asked me, "Oh, do you live here?" And then I say, right, okay, not far from here. But she thought I was in a guest whatever. I say, okay, not far from here. And we exchanged. She was about to go to a waterfall. She said, okay, when I'm back from the waterfall, I will give you a call. After exchanging number.
Was it love at first sight?
No.
Did you find her attractive?
Yeah, she was.
She was attractive, yes. And I remember you telling me that you thought that she was the best lover or the person who...
I felt really love.
She loved you the most out of every relationship.
Yeah. I've never been... she loved me more than... I'd never been loved before.
Okay, so tell me about that. What are the things that she did to help you feel that way? It's hard, right? Maybe it's your love languages.
Yeah, it's living. Yeah, okay. First of all, she was there for me. Okay, and she
how was she there for you? What did she do?
Oh, she will make sure every time we are together, she will introduce me to her friend. I fell not so many times the birthday, and then they were white ladies. Okay, they were many expectant. Wherever she want to go for a dinner somewhere. Okay, so please, Casimir, let's go. Tonight we are having a dinner to this place. And at time whenever a man approaches her, she will come and say to me, "Oh, you know the other colonel from this particular needs." At the time they were okay. Yeah, a mission, United Nation mission in Liberia. There were some. Many foreigners, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, okay, Liberia just come out of the war, so there was a peace God mission. So
wow.
Having a lot of expert, and then many times she always want to go whenever she wants to go somewhere. She will make sure, okay, I know I was not that very okay. Let's go, and I knew, okay. Whenever we go somewhere, they're the best hotel in Liberia. Some places they say by Geneva. Don't think that you are spending too much. That is too much. I remember one night I'd book a room somewhere, and then she said to me, "No, we wanted to go. We went to one of the most expensive hotels in Monrovia, and then so that was a little bit." Anyway, she I knew she was making more money. Okay,
so she was paying.
Yeah, she will pay even whenever we go. She will pay the bill. She will do everything. I was not feeling comfortable, but
you didn't feel comfortable, but you like being in those nice hotels.
Yeah. Every time I'm paying the bill and doing this, and
you paid the bill, or she paid the bill?
She did used to one, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably helping in you, making you feel loved. If somebody is showering you with that kind of attention and time.
Yeah, effectively. I felt actually love, and I think I gave it back to her. Okay, when I say I gave, when she felt sick, it's Liberia who kick her out of Malaria kick her out of Liberia.
Who kicked her out of Liberia?
Malaria.
Oh, malaria. She had to leave.
She had a 4+ malaria. She almost died.
Oh, okay. My goodness.
One of the things I teach you, I remember the doctor said to you, "Oh, your friend saved your life." I know I saved her life when she was at the hospital. I can't go into detail.
You cannot, but you saved her life.
Yeah, it's a long day. Maybe the day I have the police here is a long. Yeah, if I have to start telling you what's really happened between, so many things. And I remember also one time I had to leave. I flew to Cameroon, to be attending to my dying father, and I left her behind.
Right.
Okay, in Liberia. Okay, wow. Because I had to Cameroon. My father was not well; he was dying, and something like a week later, she was no longer feeling comfortable staying here away from me, and then she had to fly back to Canada. Okay, for some medication. She said for some medication, but actually she was missing my loving. Lovely presence, our lovely presence. So by the time I flew back to Liberia, we flew back almost at the same time. Okay. And
right.
That was really, every time I was in Cameroon, she would call me, say, "Oh, I'm feeling really lonely. Yeah, your presence, whatever." So it was I knew when I was not there, she couldn't do. I don't know, maybe because she was also feeling depressed.
She was feeling depressed, being away from you.
No, not away from me. Clinically, she was diagnosed to be a depressed person. So every day, every night, she will take some pill for depression.
Oh, wow. So she was on medication.
Yeah, under medication.
And you just wanted to take care of her because she took care of you so well. Is that the hard part?
No. There was no calculation, actually. I was just, at the same time, I just not properly terminated the relationship. So I was caught up between two
loves.
Yeah, at the time.
Okay, so you were seeing someone else.
Yeah, by the time I met with her, I was, the previous relationship was on the brink of failure. Was not actually properly terminated.
So what was breaking down in the other relationship that opened you up to the white woman from Canada? What was happening? And was the white woman from Canada your first white woman that you've been with? Really?
Not the first white woman that I ever. Okay, I know when I was in Canada, I made friends with some Dutch I had a lot of white lady friend, okay, but we have never had anything, any intercourse, okay. Except I remember one time kissing one, just a kiss.
Were you drunk?
She left. Okay, that was a Swiss woman. Okay, from Switzerland. Okay, and then she said to me, "Oh, she would have let me make love to her." Anyway, yeah, that was the only I was. Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you were willing to try a relationship with a white woman while one relationship was ending. So what was happening in that relationship that was ending? What was going on there? Why did that come to an end?
No, I was not feeling being loved.
You weren't feeling being loved?
She was not giving me attention that the white lady was giving me.
So you like attention.
She was not giving me the love. She was no longer.
We all did.
Yeah, she was no longer. So I remember.
Well, we all love attention, so I understand.
Even having sex, it was, may as well rest in peace. I think I remember telling you about the friend that passed away.
Yes, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, so how did the relationship come to an end with the white lady from Canada?
I told you, okay, she fell sick. She almost.
So she had to come back because of that, and then.
Yeah, and then she went on a medical evacuation to the nearby country, Ghana.
Yeah.
So we went there together. We spent 1 week we had there because she couldn't fly alone.
Wow.
Yeah. She couldn't walk. So we bought the plane on a wheelchair. She was on a wheelchair.
Right.
And,
do you still talk to her now?
Actually, she's in another relationship. So.
Where does she live now?
In Toronto.
Is she with a black man here?
No.
Probably. Really? Because I'm really shocked by that. Because there's a lot of black and white people together in Toronto.
She's with a white. She's with a white man.
She's with a white man. Yeah. And you don't speak to her anymore?
The friend actually. No, I want to give her. I know she's, maybe the last time it's a long time, okay? Yeah, I'm not being, I do have an email I do have a phone number, okay, but...
you just leave it alone?
Yeah. I just letting go, okay? I let go of her. That's also.
You don't want to stay stuck.
It was very painful, especially for her, because at the time she wanted me to be together with her, but the distance had to really. Okay.
Oh wow.
Anything happened and then it couldn't happen. I just had to let go of it.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I think. Would you say that?
In private, I will send a photo of her.
Okay, I can't wait to see. Oh boy, I hope I can handle it.
But if you can't handle it,
it's okay. It's okay. You know what? There's always this story that's running that white women. There's a narrative and a history with white women versus black women, and so when black men are with white women, sometimes I don't know. It just feels hurtful. And I guess that's a intergenerational thing. But I do know that you said that you prefer black women and that you find them beautiful. So, I mean, if you fall in love with someone from another race, then you fall in love with someone from another race. You know, you can't stop love. I think it's more so when some black men will say, they don't like black women or they would never date a black woman. Those kind of things are really hurtful because obviously you haven't been with all black women.
Yeah, no, that is too racist. I don't want to be racist. And then I know all the white people have met friends with have been very kind to me. I have very, very kind. And okay, I've never had any. I do have some colleagues here who have. They spent more than 20 years, 15 years in America, and then they told me, they have been telling me that about the white people are very racist. Okay, they have a very, very good, they have had very, very bad experience. Okay.
Wow.
And then, they say, if you see a white man or white people coming to you just for, okay, there are many of them here, okay, on our university campus, okay.
Right.
Yeah, and then they have shared some of the experiences with me. Okay, but the way I experienced them in the different countries, in Ghana and in Liberia, okay, I've had different experiences, so I will not give a negative. So
Yeah, I think it's important to be open, but you also, I mean, I guess it's context. And so where you come from or whatever your experiences are in your life, had you be open to receiving love from a different race. And a lot of people have opinions about that, but at the end of the day, this is your life and you have to be happy with what makes you happy. And it doesn't matter what other people think. And it's sad that we have to be stuck with these historical narratives that keep us more separate than together. At the end of the day, though, I love Black men. This is who I'm attracted to. This is who I love with all my heart. And I don't know if I could be with a white man. I've never met a white man that I wanted to have a full-fledged relationship with. I don't know. So I'm happy that you had an experience where you felt loved. And that's probably what we all want, is to feel that love. And I'm happy for you. Let's switch gears a little bit. What do you teach at the university?
I teach French.
French. Yeah, my son is in French immersion, and let me tell you, I can't help him with his homework.
Back to me. Yeah, I'm interested in languages. Okay, I'm a bilingual. I speak both English and French, and I can speak some German, but I'm not. I can write some German. I can read it. But my listening skill and speaking, I'm not very good at it because I did some. I have a very good knowledge of Latin. I did Latin for something like close to 9 years. 7 years at the high school and at university. So I have very good knowledge of Latin.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm interested in languages, actually.
Okay, so this is a good segue in the sense that if you're very good at languages, what is your love language? Are you familiar with the love languages? Do you know what the love languages are? And I don't mean like French is I think French is seen as a romantic language. Italian is seen as a romantic language. Spanish is seen as a passionate language. But I'm talking about the kind of languages that make you feel the love that you felt like from that lady. You said she used to spend time with you. So maybe quality time is important to you in terms of your love language.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with these love languages?
Yeah, she too. I think she could speak at times some French.
Okay.
No, we used to.
Okay.
Our communication was English. Yeah.
Well, forget about the actual language, right? There's something called the love languages, and I'm just going to look it up really quickly for you. It's a book. It's a book that was written called The 5 Love Languages, and it was written by Gary Chapman.
Yeah.
And he says that you can identify, you do a quiz and it will identify your top 3 love languages. So some of the 5 love languages are physical touch. So you're somebody that enjoys being touched or being physical. Quality time, spending time together. Words of affirmation, somebody that tells you and reassures you and validates you with giving you compliments, telling you that you're doing well, just building you up with their words. Somebody who does gifts of service. So they're always doing things for you. And the last one is receiving gifts.
Yeah.
So out of those 5, without having taken the test, what do you think, what speaks to you as your top 3 love languages in any order?
Quality time.
That's really important to you. This is what the woman gave you. This is why you loved her. That and paid for some nice hotels. So maybe gifts are important.
And the second one, I think it's the first one you mentioned.
Physical touch?
Yeah, physical touch.
Most men like physical touch.
Because I like my body.
Well, if you don't, how are we supposed to like it?
I like that, but I take good care of my body. I'm physically fit. I like going jogging, cycling.
Nice. Yeah. I used to be really physically fit. I did fitness competitions and things like that. And then I got into 2 car accidents in 2018. And I haven't been able to work out the way I used to. It makes me very sad. Because don't you feel like your exercise routine is also linked to your libido. I think when I exercise more, I have a higher sex drive. Would you say that that's true?
Yeah, but
Not jogging, but like weightlifting.
It's scientifically proven. No, I don't do weightlifting.
Oh, you
I,
don't?
I run, I go jogging, and I set a target non-stop for an hour. Go jogging for an hour.
Yeah.
The other day I told you I was going jogging, and I jogged for 1 hour and 3 minutes. So
1 hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That was very specific.
I was I was checking the time I stopped.
How far did you go in 1 hour and 3 minutes?
I will go around the university campus. I live here right here at the university campus. So I some hills, there are some hilly places. So just something a little bit challenging. So I will go. So that's what I usually do. And when I cycle, the bicycle, I have a bicycle here in the house. That's what I like to do when I was in Ghana. I will cycle along the road. It's a little bit risky at times, but I take a little bit of risk.
It sounds nice.
Yeah. But when I cycle, I go jogging usually around the campus. I'm a student at time class. Everybody know me I'm well known for that. Yeah.
And so you bring up a really important point in terms of taking care of your body and how that's connected to how you feel about yourself, and you wanting to, if physical touch is one of your love languages, you're happy to have someone touch you because you know that
giving gift is the last. I mean, the list of all because you asked me to classify them, so I didn't give the classification. I think
okay, tell me.
You said the fourth one was the last, because why is it last? Because I think I pay more attention to the giver of the gift than to the gift. I say it's important that we love giver of the gift. Okay. The gift is not important. Okay, it's the giver of the gift. Okay, so now I'm just looking at. So if the giver of the gift take good care of you, give you quality time, and then a gift. So for me,
quality time, gifts, and physical touch.
Yeah. I think I was looking at all this here. So
that's beautiful.
The gift is the least. Okay,
I like it.
All that you mentioned. So the gift.
That's amazing. Okay, so now I want to talk about something you mentioned to me in the chat that we were having, where you talked about relating to me as a sex addict. You also identified yourself as a sex addict, but you said once. No, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, when I was in when I was in a relationship with her, because we make love almost every day.
This is the white woman again.
Yeah.
Man, those white women. I have a friend who talks about how much he loves black women, but that white women just are willing to do almost anything sexually, and they're just more free. And, well, of course they are. They don't have the same historical oppression to have to psychologically swim through, to have to, and let's be honest, when black women are sexually free, like how I'm so open about talking about my sexuality, we get put in a box, and men don't actually honor who we are. But they want that kind of woman. But it's almost like this taboo thing where they don't want to marry this kind of woman. They just want to have these experiences with this kind of woman.
I wish I were having you.
They want it, but they don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I've never almost every day. Okay, and I find myself here today, and at times you do in the morning, and sometimes in the evening. So whenever we are together, so
could you keep up with that?
I didn't have any problem with that. It just naturally happened.
You were strong enough. You took your vitamins.
No. It's okay. I see I'm physically. It says scientifically it's proven when you exercise, physically fit, and then the blood can the
blood flow.
Yeah, the blood flow. Okay, no, but it does not mean having when you're having sex with every day with someone that every time you have to come on. No, what we used to do at times, she will say, okay, we will switch the role. Today I'm the giver. Tomorrow she's the giver. That was it.
Oh, so you would flip it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what we used to do.
Okay.
Or times when I've come on, or she has come. Okay, if I've come on before her, and then she will ask me to do one or two things to make sure that also she will come on.
Oh, like what? One or two things. What things are those?
And then she'll be playing with her. She used to take the question and answer.
She used to take what? Come on, I can't hear what you're saying.
Question.
I need to hear details.
No, pillowcase, and then she put the pillowcase between the. Anyway, I can't really call to mind. I mean, she will ask.
She's using a pillowcase to do what?
No, she will ask me to do a couple of things. I mean, to be playing. She will ask me to be playing with her.
Play with her.
The fingering, a couple of other things. Okay, that is just an example.
But where does the pillowcase come in?
Yeah, I remember one time, and then she asked me to put the pillowcase in between her legs, and okay, she was having a big breast, and then I don't know what else. I think I was doing something with the breast, playing with her breast. Okay, so she was having a really attractive breast, and then that happened one time. Okay, so
did she have real boobs or fake boobs?
No, real one.
Okay, so they were real and big. So you like big breasts?
No, they were not that big.
Oh, just nice.
But very nice and attractive. But
Okay.
I was not too much. I don't know why my attention was not there. I remember one time she said to me, "You seem not to be too much attracted to my." Yeah.
Is that your favorite body part?
No, that is not
the breasts were not your favorite body part, but you were into her breasts.
Not the butt.
The butt. You like butts. Okay. Oh my God. I'm still trying to understand what the hell she wanted you to do with the pillowcase. So she's asking you to play with her breasts, but put a pillowcase between her legs for what reason? Yeah. What's that supposed to do?
The legs and at the same time playing with her breast and the vagina.
So she wanted you to go down on her while you played with her breast with a pillowcase over her?
It was on the side of the bed. It was a little bit. I don't know how she was getting a little bit. It happened one time. Okay.
I don't know what the hell you two were into. I don't get it at all. Pillowcase between the legs, playing with the breast and her vagina.
Yeah.
What's the significance of the pillowcase?
I don't know. Maybe she wanted to hold tight on something.
Oh, like a blanket, like to hold a security thing.
I don't know why.
Yeah, and our sex lives are so fascinating to me. It's just really, really fascinating. Man, I don't know. I don't know what that is about the pillowcase, but that's fascinating. But what made you think that you were addicted to sex? Because of the amount that you were having?
No, I say I was one. Okay, now I came to realize that I was able to perform, to do some of the things. I will not say I wish I'm not aware. I mean, that I was not able to. I've never done before because that was my first ever time to be having sex with someone almost every day. I've never experienced it before.
5 to 7 days a week.
Every day. I'm saying almost every day.
For how long? How many months or a year? Were you with her for a year?
How long we have been together?
Yeah, how long were you together?
For close to a year. For close to a year. For close to a year.
Every day. She got you putting in work.
Was almost. It does not mean at times she will travel, go somewhere for a training, for a workshop. Okay.
So you weren't just stuck together for a year. But you had a lot.
I don't have the opportunity of traveling together with her. Okay. So she's back.
Did it ever interfere with your life? Like, would it ever stop you or make you fall behind in work? All of the time and energy that you were putting into the relationship?
No, it did interfere with the life I was leading at the time. At the time, I was a lay. I quit a religious life. I was a religious life. Some people I said maybe that yeah.
Okay, wait. You had a religious life.
Yeah.
What's your religion? Do you have a religion that you follow?
No, I say I quitted the religious life. I mean, I was a religious brother. We call it religious brother.
A religious brother?
Yeah, I used to belong to a Catholic congregation. I'm a Catholic.
Oh, you're Catholic.
Yeah.
I used to think that the RC, like the Roman Catholic, stood for recovering Catholic, because sometimes they do a lot. How do you overcome the guilt that comes with being a Catholic and living such a free life sexually? Do you ever feel guilty about your life?
No. I'm still a Catholic.
You're still Catholic.
I'm still Catholic, and I say I used to.
You're more devout.
Be a member.
Of clergy?
Yeah. Not that, okay, not clergy. Clergy, the people will say the mass, okay. There's a difference because you don't understand really, okay, in the Catholic, we have the priest, we have the brother, and then we have the sister, and I was a brother.
Oh. So what made you turn away from that?
I wanted to be on my own and lead a different life.
Do they make the brothers not sleep with people as well? Do you have to be celibate to be a brother?
Yeah.
A brother in the Catholic Church is also celibate.
Yeah.
So how long were you in that position?
I've been with them since I joined them in 2006. I just completed my master's degree. I was a student in 2005 when they got in touch with me. In 2006, I went for a training and.
What do you mean they got in touch with you?
For me to join.
Recruited you into the brotherhood?
Yeah.
What? They just came to where you were and said you should be a brother, and we're going to take you.
No. They have been in touch for a year, and to a friend who was a member of the congregation, and then okay.
Okay. And how does somebody who is devout and following that path leave it? Did something occur? Tell me about how you made that decision to leave the church.
A difficult decision, not the church, the congregation. Yes, you need to. Okay,
right. You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Because that's not true. You still say you're a Catholic. I was actually raised Catholic. So I was baptized, I had my first communion, I had my confirmation, and I'm sure if I was on my deathbed, my mom would want the rites read to me or over my body. But tell me about, like being a Catholic or a Christian or any of these other religions that are, in a sense, punitive when it comes to sexual freedom, especially, they see it as... almost everything we do is sin, but there seems to be a special place in the minds of people in society that puts extra emphasis on sexual immorality. And how do you go from being celibate to what you were saying that you were then addicted to sex? How do you work through that with your faith?
I didn't realize I wasn't.
Maybe it's because you didn't have any for so long that you just what we call broke out. I think you had to broke out because you were constrained all these times, repressed. All your sexual feelings were repressed. Yeah, don't let them do it to you.
If I have a girlfriend, someone said to me, "But you love too much sex." I don't know, but I don't think. I think I'm a little bit moderate. This time.
Okay. Well, to call yourself a sex addict. As I've come to realize, is people get an immediate reaction when I talk about being a sex addict. But what people, I think, fail to understand is addiction in itself. When you separate whatever the word is that comes before it, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, sex addiction, right? Yeah. The part is damning to you is the addiction part, because that's the part that wreaks havoc in your life. Now, are you talking about being a sex addict because it harmed your daily living? Because that's what happened to me. I
was never badly affected or whatsoever. No, it never had any negative impact on me.
Okay. Because you also talked about earlier, not in this conversation, but in some messages where we discussed the pornography industry and how much that was a big part of also I think you said you were really addicted to watching that.
Yeah,
and that's not to feel ashamed, because I think majority of men, a lot of men get caught up in pornography. How did you stumble upon that? Was this after the church or while you were in the church? And I don't want to say the church, I mean the brotherhood.
No, but while I was there and while I was with my friend,
What? What happened? What's your favorite kind of pornography?
Oh, okay. Actually, it was during my spare time. Okay, I remember one time.
Yes, tell me the truth here. I want to know the truth.
While I was with her, we were somewhere, and then she stopped me. I think I went to one website, pornography website, and then about a black lady. Okay, I think she felt a little bit jealous.
The black lady was jealous?
No. She being a white lady, and I'm visiting a black a porn site.
Oh, black porn site.
Yeah.
Big butts, right?
No, but she never liked it. Okay, she too used to visit some porn site.
Oh, she was into porn too.
To visit, it does not mean that she was into it. Okay, from time to time. Okay. And then it happened that one time I visited one time, and then when she came and she looked at the computer, the thing was seen there, so she felt a little. She was very over jealous.
She was jealous of you being attracted to black women online. They weren't even people that you could actually talk to.
Live, okay. She was a time very over. She was over jealous. I will go somewhere. She will keep on calling. Whether you coming back, and why did it take so long for you to? Yeah.
How did you respond to that? Because I know a lot of men don't really like when women are extra jealous.
No, but it's okay.
You don't mind?
I didn't find it offensive. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a blessing.
It's a blessing. I hope there's a lot of men in North America seeing this and thinking, okay, it's a blessing that she's jealous.
Well,
what do you do?
Also, I want another thing, a good thing I used to like about her. She will apologize when she will overdo something. I remember one time, I have a cousin who live in France, and she called me to check on me.
Yes.
And, behind me, she took the phone and she checked on the number. She called back the number. She took the number. She called back, the white lady. And
Did she
say
something to her?
Yeah, or not to me. That was not to me. But later on, she came to me and she said to me, "Oh, Casimir, I called. So I'm really sorry for whatever." Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she called somebody.
Yeah.
And you weren't upset with her.
Yeah, she thought that I was calling a girlfriend, someone else. Okay.
But you weren't upset that she went and called the person that you were talking to?
But I didn't. I had not done anything until when she came and told me that, okay.
Yeah, but when she told you, weren't you mad?
No, I was not.
That's a little disrespectful, no?
I'm not surprised at that because I've been doing it. See, well,
Wait,
not
did you
but
cheat
she
on her?
apologized, I used to, someone who apologizes and who apologized, okay, for whatever she has done. Mm-hmm.
So you forgave her?
Yeah.
Like a good Catholic, you forgave her.
No.
It's okay.
Love conquers, overcomes everything. Okay.
So I agree. I think I'm addicted to love.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like what I was trying to say about being addicted is that it's actually not healthy to be in the realm of addiction.
No, but loving.
There's people that love to have sex, and there's people that are in relationships and they fall in love, and that's healthy. But there's this drive that comes from, well, I used to anyway, and I'm sure it's still there. I just want that love and acceptance that most of us do. Mm-hmm. But I'm willing to go into debt over it. I'm willing to, there's been times in my life where I've degraded myself just to be with somebody who didn't even honor me. So I guess addiction is connected to our sense of value.
That's one way love. Love is patient. Love lets go. You understand? You were in love with that person. The person never. But if you love the person, you let go of the person. I don't want. You don't want me. I don't know. Okay, what am I going to do about it? I let go of it.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Put the
Okay.
person first, and then let go of it, and then you'll be like, that's all. Apart that stage, I used to be like that.
You
Okay.
see? So people, I feel like I was stuck developmentally in this stage of almost
Uh,
being like a teenager with the love, because that's where all of my understanding of love was formulated. But it was done in such a negative way with abuse, rape, boys that took advantage of me or didn't honor me, and I didn't know how to articulate what I needed for myself because I've always been abused. So I just
yeah,
thought it was normal, but it never felt good. And I just kept pursuing their love and affection because I
yeah,
felt like when they were touching me or with me, it made me feel some sense of belonging somewhere, even though
yeah,
they were very unhealthy for me, you know? And
yeah,
I'm so glad that I've gone on this journey of trying to understand myself and the kind of choices that I've made, because it helps me put things in perspective.
yeah.
And I can't wait to bring all of the healthy love that I deserve into my life. And it's been good on the wagon this
Mm-hmm.
time around. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I've been pretty good. So I hope you don't go into addiction. You can like sex, but don't be addicted to it.
Yeah, that is so. That
Lots of
is so.
sex is good. I heard it's really healthy.
What again?
Well, I feel like I know much
Yeah,
more.
that is good. Yeah, but you need to strike a balance. That's just all.
You have
You
to
need to
strike a balance.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So I'm so glad that we got to know you from this perspective. Now, what I want to do for the next hour, because we've
yeah,
just completed 1 hour of our two-hour podcast in the second annual Indie podcast, 24 hours.
yeah,
I put some questions in my box here. So I've
yeah,
got some questions. I'm gonna choose one,
yeah,
and we can both answer them. So I'm not just putting you on blast. How's
yeah,
that? Okay, so
yeah,
I chose one.
yeah,
Let's see what this question is.
yeah,
It could be anything.
yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I guess this one's for me because it says, have you ever been Oh no, it says, have you ever been squirted on? And then I'll answer if I've ever squirted. Have you ever had an experience of a woman squirting on you? Are you
Uh,
familiar with what squirting is?
oh yeah, you mean PP? Oh no! I've never.
Does that come from you had a memory? Tell me that cocktail. What happened?
No, I've never had such an experience. Maybe farting.
Farting?
Yeah.
A woman farted on you while you were having sex? Were you going down on her when she farted?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know, man. That's another way. Organ. You see, by the time she's about to reach orgasm,
Stop it.
yeah.
You're telling me that you were going down on a woman and she farted on you?
No. Okay, it just happened naturally. I would have farted.
Sorry.
What about the quick one?
Hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop it. Are you serious? Was it like, what did you do?
No, ma, okay, it didn't.
Did you keep going?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Did it smell?
No, it didn't. It didn't. Yeah.
Have you ever been with a woman who didn't smell the freshest down there while you were going down on her?
Yes, it happened.
And did you keep doing it?
Doing it. Later, we let you know that okay, this will happen, and okay, I was not feeling comfortable doing this and that. Okay, that's what I did.
Did you communicate that she may not,
You will not tell the person on the spot because that will kill the momentum.
Okay, so you still wanted to sleep with her even though it didn't smell good? Things we do for love, I guess. I'm so sorry that somebody farted on you while you were down there. That's hard. But have you ever made a woman squirt before?
So I only saw it on the front side. No, I've never actually experienced it.
Yeah, squirting. Okay, from what I understand, which is, my producer, my co-producer from Potential Films is telling me to release one of the videos where I talked to a girl about squirting. Yeah. And she says that, well, I guess you'll have to wait to watch that episode. But she taught me a lot about how relaxed you have to be for that to happen. And I know that I have squirted once in my life. And that guy was really dedicated to making me feel pleasure. And that was extremely difficult for me. That was hard for me to get to that place of completely relaxed so that I could achieve that kind of experience. I had no idea what the hell had happened when that did occur. I was shocked.
Naturally, you were not, you didn't have control over it.
But I clearly was able to feel relaxed with this person. And then later that person went on to do something that I didn't feel safe with them emotionally anymore. And it never, ever happened again. And in fact, we just ended up obviously I'm not with that person. So we just stopped even having sex altogether. But I do remember in the beginning when he helped to build my trust and my safety that I was able to get there. And I had never experienced anything like that. I mean, like, wow, that was a really great feeling. I haven't been able to duplicate that ever again.
But that man was blessed.
Yeah. Oh, he was blessed. I was blessed to have that experience.
Yeah. Whenever you experience, you see a woman, okay, she's expressing, okay, she means that she had this, the peak, you see.
Yes.
Love making, and then she's enjoying. She has enjoyed it, and then you're happy about it. You say, okay, you have done the good job. Well done.
The selflessness was just like, wow. He just was. And even those bi-curious women on my second episode, they were like, if you are not coming up from between the legs and it's not messy, then you haven't done it right. She said, you have to be all in there. She said, you got to take your jaw to the gym. You got to take your tongue to the gym. These were her words, not mine. And I get what she's saying, though, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes you want just, like, is there ever times where every time you're sexually stimulated, do you want to always get to the point of ejaculation? Or do you sometimes just like being stroked or fondled without it having to go there?
No. Ejaculation. No, you don't have to focus on it. I don't focus on it. Otherwise, you end up not enjoying the sex.
So you just remain present and enjoy the moment for what it is, whether you come or not.
Whether I come or not.
Wow. That's really great.
Take time for me to come on.
Wow.
I spent a very, very long time without having sex.
You went a long time without having sex?
Except I spent a very, very long time without having sex. I'm feeling too very excited,
You seem really relaxed and open about it for somebody who was celibate for so long.
No, I say accept. When I say accept, when you spend a very long time without having it and then it happen and you're feeling very excited, it can happen. Okay.
Right.
But I've never, but I know normally, in normal circumstances, it takes time for me to,
Okay. All right.
The baby will be erect and whatever. We keep on enjoying and until when she get tired. Most of the time, she's the one who get tired. I don't get tired.
You don't get tired. Okay. Wow. I guess that's why you go jogging every day. You stay fit. All right.
I'm tired.
Okay, here we go. I'm going back into the box to pull out another one of our questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Should I go to the bottom or just pick the one that's lying on top?
Anyone.
Okay. The one on the bottom. Okay, let me go underneath to find this one. Okay, here's another one. Yeah. Oh boy. What's your favorite? Oh, I asked you this kind of in our conversation. What was your favorite body part? You said the ass. So tell me, what is it like? Is that your favorite position to do back shot?
It's one of the favorite positions.
Because the ass. What is it about the ass that you love so much? People love my ass. I don't know. I get a lot of compliments on my ass. Women come up to me at the gym and poke at it to see if it's real. How did you do that? I don't get it.
Yeah, you have a nice one. I've seen it.
How do you know that?
But I've seen it through pictures.
Pictures.
I've seen it. Yeah.
That's funny. I don't know. A lot of men love the ass. So okay, that's your favorite body part. We'll go in. We'll pick another one. This time I'll go in this little corner over here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tell me about your first wet dream. Do you remember? This is when you had a dream when you were younger, and then you.
I can't recall it. I can't recall it. Wet dreams, I mean, maybe by the time I was 10, 9 years, so now I can't see.
10?
Oh, no, wet dreams, you mean at night? Oh, yeah, I was in a boarding school.
You were in boarding school? How
wet dreams, you mean that you get up in the morning and then you're feeling wet, that's all. But I can't recall to mind the dream. I can recall to mind the experience that, okay, every 1, 2, 3 days or every week you get up in the morning. You know, I was in a boarding school, okay, at the time.
Did you understand what had happened?
Pardon?
Did you understand that you...
Yeah, wet, you mean that like any man, you get up in the morning and then you're feeling...
Your penis is hard when you wake up?
Oh, no, not hard. I mean...
No, so you already came in while you were sleeping.
Yeah, while you're sleeping. That's what that's a wet dream.
That's a wet dream. So you don't remember your first time?
I don't. I can't.
Is it something that... I have 2 boys. So my oldest son is 18 and my youngest is 7. Yeah. So I remember there was a time where there were a lot of socks that just seemed to have this weird feel to them when I was going to put them in the laundry. Is that something you do? Is it you put it in a sock? What's happening there? Help me understand my own children.
No, but what is just need to be a little bit hygienic. You go, you take a shower, you fresh up, and then that's all. And
it's just, what do you dream? Are you dreaming about having sex?
Yeah. You do dream about having sex.
Do you remember that's the woman that's in the dream, or is it just focused on the vagina, or is it just like a feeling and you don't actually see anything? What does a wet dream look like for you? Obviously, I wouldn't know what it looked like for any other
man. You see something. It's just like a power, something that overwhelmed by something, and then you just come. It's naturally, and then it's like, I don't know how to express it. You find yourself enjoying it while you are half asleep. You're feeling how you're half asleep.
And you're loving it.
And then, okay, even though you don't do it consciously.
I love it. Okay.
I'm checking on my battery level. I need to put on the generator.
Yeah.
No.
I'm trying to think if I ever had like a sexual dream. I think I dreamt. I never had a dream about being penetrated, but I think I've had dreams about men going down on me. And then, but I didn't come or anything, but I'd be extremely horny. And everyone knows this about me, that I had never used a vibrator before, and I never had dildos or anything like toys. Did you use toys with any of your girlfriends? Sex toys? Yeah, so this is a whole new thing that I'm going to be exploring this year. I hope to anyway. I'm very excited about it, but I don't think I've fully given into
my girlfriend My girlfriend is having one. She bought one. She recently went to the States and she bought one.
Your girlfriend bought a vibrator?
In the States. She went last July to the States and she bought one.
You have all these women missing all of your stamina.
She bought it in the States. Why she was in the States, she bought one and she bought it. Was it the one I can see her using it?
From what I understand, it helps people stay loyal. It helps people feel satisfaction and a release. So I can see where it is a very powerful tool, literally, to help people bridge the sexual gaps that might exist. Because sometimes men are tired or they don't feel like going down. But the most important thing, I guess, is to think about how you can please each other. Being reciprocal is the best way to approach sexual pleasure and release, I think. Okay, so that was interesting. Wet dreams. I've always had questions.
I just said something. I want to put the generator on. Okay, this is Africa. So the current, the power supply is off now, and then my battery is level. So will you mind giving me a couple of minutes? I will put on the generator, backup generator.
What? You're gonna leave my show? What? You can't leave me. We still have 40 minutes left.
And I look. My battery is level. 11 minutes remaining.
Okay. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do to get organized?
I just want you to give me something like 5 minutes, the time for me to put it on, so that I connect. Okay.
Sure, I'll let that happen. And what I'll do is I just found these 9 frequently asked questions about squirting that I think I'll just share with people while you're doing your backup generator. And then how long are you going to be gone for?
Oh, no, I will leave it on. Okay. I'm leaving. Okay. I'm leaving it on. I'm not disconnecting anything. Okay. I still have 10 minutes remaining, so the time for me to put on the generator.
Okay. Put on your generator.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear me while you do that.
I can hear you. Yeah, it's on. I can hear you.
Okay, amazing. So I'm on healthline.com, and it says everything you need to know about squirting. And what it says is it starts with jizzing. Have you ever heard the term jizzing before? Well, it's a colloquial term for ejaculation, and it talks about female ejaculation or making it rain. A tsunami of love, whatever you call it. Chances are you've come to some questions about squirting. So let's hear, what is it? And so I remember you said that you only understood squirting through the perspective of pornography. That's where you first saw what squirting was. But the actual definition that healthline.com gives is that squirting refers to the expulsion of fluid from folks with vulvas during sex. Certified sex coach Gigi Engel and the author of All the Fucking Mistakes, A Guide to Sex, Love, and Life. I think this might come on one of my my book lists, because that sounds like something I should read. All the fucking mistakes. And she doesn't mean like fucking mistakes. She's talking about the fucking that we're actually doing. There's many mistakes in the way that we do it. So let me see what she says. She explains that the G-spot are all located roughly in the same area of the body, and that typically if you stimulate one thing, you'll likely stimulate them all. And if you stimulate the Skene's gland, I can't wait to talk to the gynecologist who's going to break down the complete vagina for us in one of my upcoming podcasts. But it's really important for people to understand each other's body parts and where we get stimulated. But I'm not sure how it is for men like for you in particular. I don't like to group men together. But as a man, I'm not sure if you feel like you like anal stimulation, but apparently there's this part between the balls and the anus that is incredibly stimulating to a man, but I think men might feel a little bit self-conscious if you start rubbing that area, because they might be afraid of being poked or being put in a situation where they don't want anything in their anus, but they won't relax enough to get the stimulation of it. Do you like somebody stimulating that part of you?
What part are you talking about?
Okay, so you know how there are the balls, and then back here is the anus, and the space between, right? The anus. There's this piece. There's this skin that I heard if you stimulate, right?
Oh, I see.
Yes, but a lot of men don't relax to allow that to happen.
Another thing I like doing when I'm having sex is to play with my partner anus.
You like to play with your partner's anus.
Yes. I can,
Why?
huh?
I don't, that's all different for me. I don't know anything about that. Teach me. I don't know what that's all about.
It's stimulating.
How can you relax enough?
Really, when you make love, when I make love, I like being free. Okay, I enjoy all. When I say I like enjoying, I enjoy the everything about my partner body.
You
I like
enjoy everything about your partner's body.
yeah.
Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man.
I play with everything about so. If the anus was say clean and then I will find if I have to lick it just to give you pleasure, I will lick it.
You lick the asshole, so you eat the groceries.
Yeah,
You eat ass?
Yeah.
What? Okay, can you please tell me a story of a time you ate some ass? And what were you thinking? Did you smell anything? Does anything get released? Aren't you afraid of that happening? I'm sorry, I got to ask these kind of questions because it just seems so foreign to me, the logistics of these situations. I don't get it. How do you get yourself to a place of saying, I know what happens in that area, but I'm still going to go there? All in the name of pleasure.
Yeah, just exploring. It just
What?
is like you feel like you put yourself into the shoes of someone who is exploring. You're exploring your partner body. You're exploring, exploration.
Exploring the person's body.
Yeah. Yes. No, I'm not saying you're exploring the body, but yes, you feel yourself, you put yourself in. It's just like a sort of you're enjoying your partner body at the same time you're touching. You see the playing with the
the response.
Yeah. And I remember I know my partner, my girlfriend, when I'm having sex with her, at times she like when her finger and instead you see, I put my finger.
Oh, the two in the pink, one in the stink. I've heard this term before.
You play with your body, you put your finger into the whatever the butt, and then they like it. Some women like it.
Do you like it?
Yeah, but if I have to give you pleasure, why not do it?
So how did you come to realize that
there should be no taboo between a man and a woman?
There should be no taboo.
Yeah.
So what's good for the woman is good for the man, and what's good for the man is good for the woman?
If the woman said to you, if she says, I don't like it when you do it like this, it's normal, okay? You understand how she doesn't like when I play with her butt, and I will stop it. Okay?
You stop it.
Yeah, I will stop it.
Do you have safe words?
Pardon?
Do you have a safe word that says, pineapple, I don't want you to do that anymore? And then when she says pineapple, you know to stop. Doesn't that break up the mood, though? Like if you're in the middle of something and you're feeling good and then you hear her say stop, but you're really liking it?
That is a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, that would be frustrating, I guess.
Now, I prefer you tell me stop. Okay, after the sexual act, you said to me that, okay, you were playing with me, but actually I was not enjoying it. When you were playing with my butt, my ass.
Right.
When you take me this way, I like it this way. That's what one of the good things about the white lady. The white lady used to say to me, used to teach me, tell me what I need to do to please her. I mean, for her to be feeling comfortable in bed with me. She was free.
She was free.
Yeah, at time, yeah, maybe if I'm using, doing a back shot, and then you say to me, oh, I like it the way she used to say to me that I'm the best.
Oh, you have words of affirmation.
Say, oh, you're the best. She will say it to me.
See, words of affirmation.
I remember one time, it was raining. And we got caught up in the rain. At the time, I was not having a car. So we were walking under the rain, going back home. And we got to a place that was a little bit bushy.
Yes.
I mean, small forest. And then she said to me, now let's have sex under the rain.
Oh, wow. I think you're frozen. And that was such a good story, too. I'm sorry that you got frozen. I hope you can reconnect with me again very shortly. I can go back to my squirting list, but also I think I want to pull out another one of my questions so that if you do come back in, we can address it. But for now, I guess I am going to have to answer the question that is on my list. See, I just pulled this one, and let's see what it says. It's talking about body count. Okay, well, if I say that I'm a sex addict and that I've used sex to try to get love, I guess I would have to say that my body count was higher than I would have liked to have. But I'm 46, so I mean, it's going to be high. It's higher anyway than a girl who's 20, I hope. It seems like there's a lot of women out there that they might give you a number, but it's probably double the number that it is. I've come to realize that what I was living in shame with in terms of going after love and using my body to get it, no matter where it came from, you give a little bit of yourself away when you connect with people. I believe in the Christian faith, we call it soul ties. And so there's a little piece of people's spirit that goes within you when you do that. But, and as I felt that shame, I came to understand that there are a lot of women out there that are having a lot of sex, a lot of one night stands. They connect with people right away. And this just seems to be the culture of how people come together. And it's a little bit disconcerting because some people are shamed more than others when it comes to their sexual freedom. And as Casimir was just talking about, he enjoyed having sex with the white woman, he said, because she was very open, very free. And I think that's not always available to everybody societally, because there are stigmas and taboos attached to, let's say, a Black woman who wants to be open. In saying that, though, there's a lot of women that you see in music videos and all of those things that they're hypersexualized. So the Black woman is seen as this hypersexual being, even though the ones that are looking for a mate seem to have to hide their freak, so to speak. But I'm always interested in, how do people make that connection? How do they overcome wanting to get close to someone and still being able to be sexually free and expressive? That's always been something that I've worried about as I try to find this love. And, you connect with somebody and it feels really amazing. And you start making out, but then you become afraid of if I sleep with this person right now, what are they going to think of me? Whereas I don't know if white women have that same reservation. I don't know. I guess I'll have to interview some to find out their perspective, or at least those women's perspective on their sexual freedom. I think that would be actually a really interesting show. If you did see episode 2, you will see that they seem to be able to say whatever they want. In fact, one of the girls outright said she loves to suck dick. And hey, I like to suck dick too, but I don't think if I say it, it comes across the same way as when she says it. It seems like it could be a little bit more, there's more acceptance when that takes place. Kinte, I don't know if you're in the room or not, but we've had a situation where we lost our guest, and he was so great and encouraging. It was Casimir Francois from Liberia, originally from Cameroon, who was very gracious in his explanations around what it's like to eat pussy. He was talking about how it is difficult for men to breathe when a woman sits on his face. He also spoke a lot about when he was addicted to porn, and that there was a period of celibacy that he went through as he was called a brother in the Catholic faith, and that he's still a Catholic, and that I don't think he really helped me understand how he gets over the guilt. I wonder if men feel the same guilt as women do when it comes to their sexual freedom and expression. I know that coming from the abuse that I suffered, I would say that I struggle with being able to feel completely safe with a partner. Although I completely enjoy having sex, I don't know. It takes two, right? Obviously, well, it doesn't always take two, but it takes two to have these experiences of sexual intimacy and pleasure with the person that you're with. And I really look forward to these adventures. I'm going to be doing a very strange episode of Cocktales with LA where I'm going to go away and try my first vibrating experience and then share it with you, how it felt, what it was like. I know it might seem like too much information, but whoever doesn't want to hear it can obviously turn off. But I do these videos in the hope that it will, shed some light on what people are thinking about for themselves, and wanting to understand my own body, wanting to understand how to communicate my needs and my wants. I'm always afraid of hurting someone's feelings, of saying, listen, that was great, but I still need this. How do you communicate what you need sexually to the person that you're with? How many of you out there are monogamous? How many out there are thinking about polyamory? I will give you this in terms of polyamory. Hi, Kashmir. I don't know where the host is to let you back in the room. Can you hear me? I'm just typing to Kashmir, who's in my chat room right now, saying hi, he's back, but I can't see him. And I don't know where the administrator of the show is to help log you back in. So whatever I ask, I'm glad you can see me. How do I look? I'm going to pull another question. Thank you. I'm going to pull another question from my gold box here. And maybe what you can do is type a response, and I'll try to give kind of like an overview of what it is you're saying until I can figure out if there's a way to get you back into the chat room. Okay, so here I go. We're going into the questions and pulling out this one. And let's see what it says. I was really hoping to get your last call, which is going to be coming up in 15 minutes. I'm going to have to give you your last call. Okay. Have you ever hooked up with somebody you met online? That's the question. I've never done online dating. I was separated from my husband, who I was with for 16 years. And, okay, Kashmir says he's never hooked up with somebody online. Have you ever done online dating at all? I never have. And just coming out of a you're back. There you go. It's nice to have you back. I've never done online dating. We ended our relationship in 2016, and I don't really have a problem meeting men. I just have a problem in, I guess, the fundamentals of interacting with that person when I meet them. I'm a little bit socially awkward, which maybe that's something that people don't know about me, but I'm kind of socially awkward. I'm also really charismatic and engaging and fun and all of those other things, but I recognize that one-on-one is sometimes a little bit hard for me. I'd rather speak to a stadium of people than speak to just one person. I find that, and that's the opposite for most people. I just seem to be an anomaly. I don't know what it is.
You're having a one-on-one conversation.
Yeah. I mean, it feels, it's hard sometimes. I guess with the way that I grew up, I was self-conscious. And so I never felt really comfortable in my interactions with people, which hurts me when it comes to trying to find love because I'm often misunderstood, right?
You need to open up.
Well, I'm very open, but maybe I don't understand that it seems like there's this rule that you can be really open about some things and not open about other things. And there's these unwritten rules that maybe you learn as you're developing, going through life, but I must have missed it because I had ran away from home very early and my mom worked so much. So I never...
You know, Ellie, each of us must have missed one or two things in his life. Okay?
It's true.
Yeah, but that is it.
No, you're right.
But so take time to catch up with those missed things.
Yes. No, it's true. Would you ever go online to go dating?
No, that's maybe I've never had such a...
Is there Tinder in Liberia?
I just go online to socialize. Pardon?
Is there Tinder? Do you go on Tinder in Liberia? Do you know what Tinder is? Bumble?
No. I don't think we have such. Is a website, a dating website?
They're like dating apps. So apparently
No, people do have dating app, okay, but I'm not interested in such thing.
Or do you think that people utilize dating apps just to satisfy sexual pleasure? Or have the people that you know actually gone on there to find love?
No, people are looking, at times go there to look for love, to find love or whatever. Some are lucky. Some do find love. Okay?
Yes, some do find love.
So,
my cousin found love online.
It may happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I can meet lots of people, but I guess the more comfortable I get with myself, the better the love will be when I find what I'm looking for. And I will connect with that person in ways that I never expected because I'll know how to communicate my what I desire from the relationship, and either that person can give it to me or not. The thing for me is I would try to fit myself into their world instead of somebody recognizing me and being a good match for me. I don't want to force anything. I just want to be...
No, but there's no such thing as a perfect human being. There's no such thing as a perfect match. You understand?
I agree, yes.
It's just a decision you make. You say, okay, I want to be with LA. That's all. And I take it as it is.
But I want to be able to satisfy... I would hope that the relationship would satisfy each other's love languages. Like if I know that you like physical touch and quality time, I want to be able to give those things to you.
No, but at times, it's not good to go into a relationship with a lot of expectation. I mean, I've learned something that's making me happy now is because I'm not having any expectation. Okay?
It frees you up to just experience life.
I've learned to live my life with less expectation.
That's great advice.
Yeah, I've learned to live my life with less expectation.
Yeah.
Because when you're expecting of someone how is going to do, and then at the end of the day, you get frustrated. I will do what I like, what pleases me.
You will do what you like, what pleases you. I love it.
What I like, okay, I can spend in the morning, I will get up, I pray first. I believe in God. I believe I'm a child of God. I will pray. Yes. After praying, I will launder. I usually go jogging and then I will soak the clothes. I do everything almost for myself. I will launder, wash my clothes, fix my breakfast, get breakfast ready for myself. And then before I go out for teaching and then I will watch TV. In my spare time, I don't know, I have much to do. And then maybe I take a break in the afternoon. This day I'm not doing much. Okay, won't be having a university will don't open until the next month. So, and then by 5 in the evening I will go jogging. That's one of the things that pleases me. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what pleases you.
I go jogging every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Mondays and Fridays.
Yeah. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday you go jogging. How far do you go?
I go around the campus for an hour.
Is it like 5 kilometers? Oh, an hour. So you could be getting in at least 10 10 kilometers?
I don't really know. I've never really tracked it. But I know I can track it the time. It's the time I can track, okay? Go around until one non-stop. I don't stop. So when I start, I go and then until after an hour. When I'm back, what I usually do, I walk to the road to look for some bread, to look for something to eat for dinner. I will shower. Later on, watch TV. By 8 or 9 o'clock, I will pray and then come back, sit down, watch TV. Okay. And by 11 o'clock, go to bed. And the following day, do the same thing. If I have to go teaching that, such are the things that plays whether my partner is there or not. Like now, okay, I'm alone. My partner, I'm not
you know how to have a good time with just yourself. You're okay with that?
I'm okay with that. I'm alone in the house.
Well,
I mean, children, I live alone. Yeah, pardon?
How did you get so comfortable with it? It sounds like the structure of your routine is what really helps you. Would you say that that's accurate? Your routine is what helps you. Yeah, because you say first you do this, first you do that. So you're finding ways to spend time with yourself.
With myself. At the time I spend time with friends, I also like when I go out, I go to the club or I have fun, I could stay there, I will enjoy myself to the fullest.
Okay.
I like nature.
I like that. That's good advice for me. I like that. I'm going to create a routine.
When I have the opportunity, I will enjoy myself to the fullest, especially when I have a good company.
Well, you know, going back to the pornography thing for a second, I remember you also said that it had to do a lot with, you would use it when you felt depressed or anxious. And you know, I've also used sex as, like, I would call it my form of cutting. I felt like I needed that release, even if it wasn't necessarily good for me. Yeah,
that's what porn does. Effectively, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling a little bit, and then you look for a way to releasing it. Okay?
Yeah. But did you ever feel bad or guilty about it?
I used to feel guilty about it.
Really?
Yeah.
And so then you changed it? Or is it still a big part of your life?
It's still part of, about once in a while. I'm not too much. It's not like before. I have control over it now.
Okay.
Because I can say no to it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I can no to it. I'm giving you an example. Last night, I was feeling very tired.
Right.
Having spent a very long day because my car has broken down, so my mechanic were around, so I spent the whole time with them. So I felt exhausted, and by 11 o'clock, I went to bed.
Oh my gosh.
I felt like taking my computer, checking on one or two things. I said, no, Twitter, nothing. Okay, let me just close it. And then, you see, I have control over it. I can say no to it.
Right.
So when you're able to say no to it, it means that it's no longer having whatever control over you.
I like it. It. You know what? We're coming down close to the end yet, and I didn't realize that I had all of these live comments happening while we were doing the show. We were just in our own world. So I just wanted to acknowledge some of the people that were in the room watching our show together. Dee Pulliam, she was saying good morning. Artis, hi everyone. OLA ain't holding nothing back, somebody said. But if anyone knows anything about me, and I don't do it from a place of like trying to be vindictive, I generally want to understand everything to do with how people think and feel in regards to their love, sex, dating, and relationships, because it's run amok in my life. And I don't want it to be this way. She needs to top me off as well. Oh, I'm hoping they're talking about my my coffee. I'm not sure what that one's going to be. Shannon, I love Shannon Ford Jefferson. She's just an amazing. She does a podcast with Kinte, I believe on Mondays at, I want to say 9 or 10. I'm sorry. You guys can put it in the chat if I got it wrong. Artisa said, oh boy, to some of the things we were talking about. Shannon said she's going to church in a few, and I'm sure she's shocked by the conversation just before she goes to praise the Lord. But praise the Lord, we have sex, and praise the Lord for reflection and the awareness when we're doing things that are outside of the boundaries of moderation. We can sometimes do things to extents that are it's just too much. It's just too much. Let's see what else they were saying. Something about a minister. So she's at church. Oh my Lord. Here they are. They're looking. I like big butts that I cannot lie. These are great. This is too much. Let's see. Okay. They want everyone to have a sexy day. I think this could be a new sign-off for Cocktales with LA. I always start my show with "Let the adventures begin." But, you know, at the end of the show, I hope you have a sexy day. I hope you have pleasure in your day. I hope it's reciprocated. I hope that you are able to experience love in your life. Do you want to have a long-term relationship eventually, Casimir? Do you want to get married? Have you ever been married?
I've never been married. I've never been married.
Hi, lovely queen. All these people I didn't realize was in there. I'm sorry that I did not get to spend more time speaking with all of you. I'm just trying to get to the end of my list here of all the people that were talking. They said my candidness is cracking them up. But that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that people find it entertaining, and I hope that I am debunking some of the stereotypes that keep us in bondage. There's no need for it. We're just human beings here having an experience, and we're spirits inside, and we have to take care of both of those things. And I think sex, if done in a healthy way, is a wonderful way to express love and pleasure and joy. All of the other fundamentals of how it works in regards to, with religion. There's a lot of regulation and rules when it comes to religion.
Sex is good for men. It's good for men to be having sex. I mean, I read it somewhere. It's good for men to be having sex at least 5 times a week. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's
Thank
healthy.
You, Shannon.
Sex is healthy.
Yeah, sex is healthy, and I'm learning that with every cocktail that I do. Every one of the guests that I've had, I've been talking to people, going around the Caribbean and into the U.S., talking to people about their love, sex, and dating lives. I'm going to start to release some features, some special presentations that are a little bit longer than my actual podcast, where I sit quietly with somebody and actually have a very engaging conversation, kind of like the one we've had, where people are going to get the opportunity to really understand themselves from a different perspective and from hearing somebody else's story. I think there's so much power in speaking to each other about the things that maybe some of us feel ashamed about, and it doesn't need to be that way. So I do this thing at the end of most of the shows that I do, and it's called The Last Call, because it's a play on the fact that there's always a last call at a bar where you have to get that last cocktail before you end the night. And I say cocktail, which means a mixed drink, but really I'm talking about any type of liquor. And there's a lot of people that have decided to not drink anymore. So we can call those mocktails. I have something coming also in regards to cocktails and mocktails, but we'll talk about that at the right time. So for your last call, what is your favorite cocktail when you're going to be with someone special?
Actually...
Oh, by the way, I just wanted to give a shout out to Dee, who said she loved our conversation and that she hopes the conversation allows people to open up with their partners and be open with themselves. Yes, this is what I want. This is what I want for people. Thank you for saying that, Dee, and thank you for watching. Sorry, go ahead. What is your favorite cocktail? What's your favorite drink?
I like fruit juice.
Fruit juice. Do you put liquor in there? Vodka? No. Rum?
Yeah, 1 or 2 times. Yeah, it happened. I did. Yeah, 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah, but I prefer them to be natural. Okay. I like anything that's natural. Okay.
So no liquor.
Yeah. No, water. No. Okay, you can add some water. Okay, even home I can do it myself.
Did you just say you add water?
Yeah, you can add some.
Yes,
Okay,
to the fruit juice.
When you're fixing fruit juice, you add some water into the mixer, into the blender. That's what I usually. Yeah.
Okay, I don't get it. Like,
I like fruit juice. I don't drink beer.
No beer.
No,
and no rum. No vodka.
No, mix with something.
Yeah, you got to put liquor in there, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so which one is your favorite? What do you like to mix with the fruit juice? Not just water.
But any liquor.
Any liquor. Okay, so the real deal's coming out. Like, don't hold out on me now. We've already talked about you getting farted on while you're going down on somebody. We've passed that part. I don't know what Crazy Cuz Local is saying, but just 1 or 2 times. Just 1 or 2 times what, Crazy? Tell me what you're talking about. Okay, so that you would like to have fruit juice with any liquor when you're going to have your favorite cocktail.
Yeah.
Okay, who is your celebrity crush that you would like to have this experience with? Drinking fruit juice and any liquor. Oh, I think you have somebody in mind.
I want to be honest with you. I have a lot of admiration for you.
You have what?
I have a lot of, you see, when I say celebrity crush, I like Celine Dion music, for instance. Okay, but
Celine Dion?
But I don't have any trust for her.
Okay, so we're not talking about celebrities that you admire. We're talking about celebrities you want to do backshot with. Hello, the ones that have the bum, the ones that are speaking to your part. I can't think that Celine Dion is what you would like to bend over.
I like something that is very real. No, but celebrate. No, the only person. No.
I'm sorry. You told me that you like big butts, and then you talked about Celine Dion, and I'm like, what?
You're not the person.
You leave the French Canadians alone. Those women have nothing for you. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have actually. I don't have any celebrity trust. I can see you at time. I have a lot of admiration for you. So if I were to speak of trust, maybe
I'm your celebrity crush. You need to stop the madness.
Yeah, so you have a celebrity trust.
I wish I was a celebrity. I need some celebrity money right here.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying I don't know whether you're famous or not. No, I don't have any. I like some celebrity. I like Rihanna. I like the way she dances, but I don't have any trust for her.
Rihanna?
I don't have any.
We share that in common. I love me
some
Rihanna.
I like the way she dances. Okay.
Of course, you love how she dances.
No, I like the way she dances. You see, okay. I also like Celine Dion. I like her music. And then last semester, I taught Pukochume Manko to my students. They are able to sing Celine Dion songs entitled Pukochume Manko.
I don't Oh my God, you lost me at Celine Dion. I don't even know you anymore.
Yeah, she's my favorite singer. But
I did not see that happening. I'm sorry. This is your fantasy, not mine. Okay.
Yeah. No, I don't have a touch per se.
Okay, so maybe Rihanna or someone special. Maybe let's talk about your last girlfriend. I don't know if it was the white Canadian, but whoever was your last girlfriend or your current girlfriend, where would you like to go to have a special moment with her?
Presently, she's not here. She's still having a break somewhere. She's in Morovia, Manga.
Okay.
Yeah.
But where would you go to take her to? Where do you have sex with her?
But when she's back.
In your house, on the street, at the bathroom,
no, when she's
on
back,
the beach?
She's on break. She's on holiday.
Okay, so when you are together, Kashmir, work with me. When you are together and you're having fruit juice and some kind of liquor and you're in the mood, where is the best place you want to have sex with her? What's the location?
The location.
Yeah.
Actually, I prefer it to be in a house.
In the house? On the bed?
Yeah. Or
on the floor? In the bathroom?
Any place. Any place in the house.
Everywhere in the house.
Anywhere.
You guys are tearing it all down.
It can be in the kitchen. It can be in the living room. Like, it has happened.
Okay,
anywhere.
Okay. Do you ever add food into your sexual pleasures in the house? Like, do you do like 9.5 weeks and open the fridge and pour the milk down her body? And
Oh yeah, I did it with the white ladies.
you did that with the white lady? See, now I see why you got your freak on with the white lady. Man.
Yeah, I did the same thing with her, but the black lady doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it. Do you like it?
But I like it.
You like it? So you like it?
I like it.
Okay, so how do we get to a place where we can communicate what we want sexually with our partners that have so much problems with the stigma? Are you able to say to your partner, I want to do more of this? And are you afraid of the rejection?
I'm not afraid of rejection. Why are you afraid?
I believe you. I believe you. I don't think you're afraid of anything, actually. You are an African. You are not afraid of anything. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, what kind of music would you like to hear playing in the background?
Celine Dion. I told you Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. Okay, what's your favorite song from Celine Dion?
I like Pourquoi tu m'aimes encore and The New Day Has Come is another song I like.
Can you sing a little bit of it? Because I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
J'ai cherché ton cœur, tu l'emportes ailleurs, même si dans tes danses, d'autres dansent des heures. J'ai cherché ton âme, dans les froids, dans les flammes, j'étais des sons. I'm not a good singer. Don't laugh at me, Ellie.
Wow. I'm just floored and very, very good. I'm so happy that you sang the song. I know I live in Canada. I do not speak French. So I don't even know what you were saying. But there is something about the French language that sounds romantic.
So that you love me more. So that you love me more. Okay? Okay, so that you love me more.
Oh, somebody wants to know, how did you get a Canadian girl? And I guess she might have met, that's, who said that? Crazy. So, I don't mean to call you crazy, but that is what the name says on the screen. So Crazy wanted to know how you got a Canadian girl, and maybe that person missed that the Canadian girl was a journalist in Liberia, right? And you met in Liberia, and you went on to have a wonderful romance and love affair for over a year, having sex every day that she was there with you. She got sick with malaria. You took care of her, brought her to Ghana. She's now back in Canada and has a white husband or boyfriend?
And a child.
Oh, and a child and everything. Okay, so that ship has sailed, but there's lots of love coming for you, I promise.
We already had a child, but I will tell you though. I'm going to tell you later.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get the Cocktales uncut.
What I'm going to tell you, off.
Did she? Okay, so people want to know. What did she look like? Describe her for us. Did she have a big bum?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, she did. A white girl with a big bum. Actually, those French Canadian white women, they can have some packing back there. I've heard this.
Very appealing breasts, long hair.
What color was her hair?
Like a bit yours.
Like mine?
Yeah, something like that.
So like I guess a reddish blondish color?
Yeah. Very long hair, okay.
Did she have brown eyes, blue eyes?
Very good color of her hair. And she was heavy legs. She was having hairy legs.
She had heavy legs?
Hairy.
Oh, she had hairy legs? You were into that?
Yeah, no, but she used to peel. To what is to shave
it?
Yeah.
But she used to sometimes just let the hair hang out, and you were okay with that?
No. She will shave. Yeah, she will shave.
Would you tell her, like, honey, your hair is getting a little long on the legs. It's time to shave it?
No. I'm not.
Then how do you know she had hairy legs?
But because I will see her shaving her.
Okay.
To me, there was nothing hidden, okay?
And you know what? Okay, so there's really something very important in what you're saying, and if you say that there was no hiding. No hiding in a relationship can really make...
I knew everything about that.
that can make a beautiful relationship, actually.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I saved her life 2 times.
You saved her life twice.
2 times, twice.
Yes. Okay. That's amazing. I think that you are living your best life. I think it's so great.
Such a wonderful experience.
Somebody in the chat room said they now can see Celine Dion with hairy legs. They think your white girlfriend looked like Celine Dion with hairy legs.
No, Celine Dion is slim. Okay.
Oh, so this girl was thicker. You like the thick lady?
Yeah, she was a little, somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, I said to you that I'm not physically attracted to Celine Dion. She's not a touch to me. I said it.
Okay.
Basically, I just like the music.
Just the music.
I like the personality. That's all.
Do you like any other music? Do you like any other popular music?
I like Cameroonian songs.
Cameroonian songs.
Canadian, Manu Dibango, all those people, you may not know them. Okay?
No, but now I can look them up.
Music. Pardon?
I can look them up and hear some really great Cameroonian music.
Yeah, Manu Dibango plays jazz. Manu Dibango.
Okay.
Dibango. And Yannick Noah is a French Yannick Noah.
Okay.
Yannick Noah, your former tennis player.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when we get offline, you can send it to me in a chat.
Lady Gaga. Oh, she used to play Lady Gaga.
You like Lady Gaga?
Yeah. I got to know Lady Gaga too. Yeah, she likes them. They have some songs that she likes. Yeah, she used to play Lady Gaga. I got to know Lady Gaga at the time. Yeah, too. So it was. I said, I never knew anything about Lady Gaga. Then, yeah.
You are a delight. I thank you so much for speaking with me for these past 2 hours. Even though you had to kickstart your generator, you fell offline.
Yeah.
That's okay. We made it work. And I'm so grateful for you. And it's so bizarre that I have a friend now, a connection in Liberia. And I've only been to Tanzania, and I hiked Kilimanjaro once. And that was my only time in Africa. I went to the Ngorongoro crater and the Serengeti and watched took in 2 of the safaris. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's not what people might think. I didn't know what it was going to be like returning to the motherland. We have these ideas, but it was great. And one thing is for sure, if you're a heterosexual male, you're going to want some women to be around you. And that seems to be the same everywhere I go around the world. They are very open to meeting all kinds of women. And that you might have a type, but what I'm hearing from you is it's okay to be open and to accept love if you don't have those expectations. And I appreciate you for sharing that, and also in sharing your routine and having a routine that can help you be single, so that when you know how to be with yourself, you'll learn how to be with others. These were gems. You're dropping gems.
Yeah, but that is it.
You're going to learn so much from you.
If you are not happy, you can't give out the happiness. Okay?
Yes, I love it.
But that is it. If I don't know how to live by myself, to live on my own, and will not be able to make you be happy, I will be expecting more from you. I won't be able to give you anything because I've not learned to give. I've learned to receive.
You've learned to receive because you learned to give.
No, giving. Yeah. No,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great place to end our show. That is fantastic. I love it. Can you say your name and say that you just shared your cocktail with LA?
My 2 first names are Casimir Francois. Francois, you know what Francois? Okay, Casimir Francois Ekani Nanga. That's very Cameroonian.
Okay, and can you say, and I just shared my cocktail with LA?
To share?
You did. You can say, I just shared my cocktail with, but you got to say your name.
It was nice being with you, LA. I really enjoyed it. It was really a privilege. Thank you very much. And I will not hesitate next time, okay, when I'm called upon to be with you.
Oh, fantastic. I thank you so much. Thank you to Kinte Fergerson and all
Thank
the
you,
people in the
Kinte.
chat. Shannon D, Crazy. I hate calling the person crazy, but that's what it says. And anyone else that I've missed, I'm sorry. Our time is up. It's been 2 hours of sex, love, dating, sex, pussy, eating, everything. It's fabulous. Yes to sex. Thank you, Kinte, and the second annual Indy podcast, 24 hours. We did it. Our 2 hours were fun. My time is up. Peace.